For over 2,000 years, the Catholic Church has withstood the rise and fall of empires, persecution, wars, and cultural revolutions. Yet, through every challenge, it has remained a beacon of faith, guiding over 1 billion souls toward the truth of Christ. In an ever-changing world where secularism threatens to overshadow tradition, Catholicism endures, not merely as a relic of history, but as a living, breathing force shaping the moral and spiritual fabric of humanity. Across the globe, millions gather in churches, from the towering cathedrals of Europe to humble chapels in remote villages, united by one faith, one church, and one Lord. The heart of Catholicism beats strongest in certain nations, where the faithful form the backbone of society, influencing politics, culture, and everyday life. These nations, chosen by Providence, stand as strongholds of Christianity, preserving the sacred teachings passed down from Christ to his apostles. But which nations carry the greatest number of Christ's followers? Where does the faith burn brightest in an era of increasing skepticism? Today, we uncover the 10 most Catholic nations in the world, where devotion remains unshaken, traditions flourish, and millions continue to walk in the light of the gospel. 10. Democratic Republic of the Congo, 28.7 million Catholics. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, located in Central Africa, gained independence in 1960. Since then, the country has faced years of turmoil, suffering from internal conflicts and continental wars. The Catholic Church has actively contributed to reconciliation efforts, education, and healthcare by establishing schools and hospitals. Christianity is the predominant religion in the country, with Catholics making up approximately 29.7% of the population, equivalent to nearly 35 million people. 9. Spain, 32.36 million Catholics. Christianity in Spain dates back to ancient times. St. Paul himself intended to visit Spain, as mentioned in Romans 15 verses 24 to 28. While historical records regarding St. Paul's presence in Spain remain debated, the belief that St. James the Greater, Santiago, preached the gospel in the Iberian Peninsula is deeply cherished by Spaniards. His remains are venerated in the famous Santiago de Compostela Cathedral. 8. Poland, 33.37 million Catholics. Approximately 85.8% of Poland's population identifies as Catholic. The Christianization of Poland began with the baptism of King Mieszko I on Holy Saturday in 966 AD. By the 13th century, Catholicism had become the dominant faith in the nation. Poland has given birth to notable Catholic saints such as Pope St. John Paul II, St. Faustina Kowalska, and St. Maximilian Kolbe. These figures remain powerful symbols of Poland's deep-rooted faith. 7. Colombia, 36 million Catholics. Catholicism reached Colombia in 1508, with the first diocese established in 1534. During the colonial era, Franciscan, Dominican, and Augustinian missionaries played a vital role in spreading the faith and establishing institutions, including schools, hospitals, orphanages, and libraries. Today, Colombia has 52 dioceses and 120 Catholic institutions dedicated to education and social service. 6. France, 44 million Catholics. A legend states that Mary Magdalene, along with her sister Martha and Lazarus, fled persecution in the Holy Land and arrived in southern France. Another tradition suggests that Lazarus became the first bishop of Marseille. Historical records confirm Christian presence in France as early as the 2nd century, notably through the martyrdom of St. Pothinus, Bishop of Lyon, and his companions in 177 AD. France's King Clovis I was baptized in 496 AD, marking a significant turning point in the nation's Catholic history. 5. Italy, 54.47 million Catholics. Christianity reached Italy in the 1st century, primarily through merchants and Roman soldiers. St. Paul's epistle to the Romans testifies to the presence of an early Christian community in Rome. Saints Peter and Paul both played foundational roles in the establishment of the Church in Rome. The first pope of Italian origin, Pope St. Clement I, wrote an important letter to the Church in Corinth in 96 AD, further strengthening the Church's foundation. 4. United States, 71 million Catholics. Catholicism in the United States traces its roots to Spanish missionaries in Florida and California. Saint Junipero Serra, a Franciscan friar, played a crucial role in evangelizing California. French missionaries also introduced Catholicism to Louisiana, Alabama, and Michigan. Throughout the 19th and 20th centuries, waves of German, Irish, Italian, and Eastern European immigrants strengthened the Catholic presence. Today, the growing Hispanic and Filipino communities continue to shape American Catholicism. 3. Philippines, 85.47 million Catholics. Catholicism was introduced to the Philippines in the early 16th century by Spanish missionaries and colonial rulers. Today, it remains one of only two predominantly Catholic nations in Asia, alongside East Timor. Recent surveys indicate that 51.4% of Filipinos identify as Catholic. The nation is known for its deep Marian devotion and vibrant religious festivals, such as the Feast of the Black Nazarene and Simbang Gabi, Christmas Novena Masses. 2. Mexico, 98.82 million Catholics. Catholicism arrived in Mexico with Spanish explorers and missionaries in the early 16th century. One of the first priests to reach Mexico was part of Hernán Cortés' 1519 expedition. Later, in 1524, 12 Franciscan friars, known as the 12 Apostles of Mexico, furthered the faith's expansion. The apparition of Our Lady of Guadalupe in 1531 remains one of the most profound religious events in Catholic history, solidifying Mexico's devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary. 1. Brazil, 126.88 million Catholics. The first Mass in Brazil was celebrated on Easter Sunday in the year 1500. However, the first Catholic diocese in Brazil was not established until 1551. During the colonial period, Catholic missionaries defended indigenous peoples against oppression. By the 19th century, Portuguese and Spanish settlers were joined by Italian, Polish, and German Catholic immigrants. Today, Brazil has the world's largest Catholic population, although its percentage of practicing Catholics has slightly declined in recent years. As the journey through the world's most Catholic nations comes to an end, one undeniable truth remains. Faith continues to shape the destiny of millions. Despite the trials of modernity, the spirit of Catholicism endures, burning brightly in churches, homes, and hearts across the globe. These nations, fortified by centuries of devotion, stand as a testament to the unwavering power of belief, proving that even in an age of doubt, faith is never truly lost. Through the pages of history, the Church has witnessed revolutions, endured persecution, and faced ideological battles, yet it has never faltered. The faithful have carried the cross through centuries, ensuring that the teachings of Christ remain a guiding light for generations to come. Whether in the bustling streets of Sao Paulo, the solemn corridors of the Vatican, or the quiet countryside of Poland, Catholicism remains a force that unites, heals, and uplifts. But what does the future hold? Will these strongholds of faith continue to thrive, or will new challenges test the resilience of believers? The journey of the Church is far from over, and its mission is ever greater in a world in need of truth, mercy, and hope. The question now is, how will you carry the light of faith forward?